Arizona to Florida, long lines at food banks, a sign of the fear and confusion facing the 42 million people at risk of losing federal food assistance. The Trump administration had said funding for SNAP benefits would run out tomorrow because of the government shutdown. But today, a federal judge now ruling the administration must continue to pay for the food aid program using contingency funds as soon as possible. How fast that can happen is unclear, and so millions, like the Leal family, remain stuck in limbo.
What can we say? It's unfair what they're doing. Very unfair.
Jocelyn and Jose waited more than an hour in 90-degree heat at this Los Angeles Salvation Army for a few boxes of food for them and their 5 children, including their 10-month-old twins. The couple says Jose's work as a contractor has been slow and that Jocelyn wants to go back to work, but they can't afford childcare. And so they rely heavily on the $750 a month they get in SNAP benefits.
How frustrating is all of this?
Highly frustrating. It's like being in a hole and not being able to dig yourself out. They've been saying that the cost of groceries are going to go down, and from what we see, it's just going higher and higher.
And they're not alone. Many of the people we met in line this week said it was the first time they turned to a food bank for help.
We're shattering records that you don't want to shatter. We had 803 families all alone last week, and we're going to pass that.
Tonight, President Trump pointing fingers at Democrats.
When you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people.
But it's not that simple. The 5 states with the highest percentage of SNAP recipients are both blue and red.
Well, I think it's a disgrace. The USDA's never done this in the past. They said they have a contingency fund for precisely this moment.
For Jocelyn and her family,
It's a lot.
the impact is far greater than politics.
They should stop with excuses and actually do what's right. It's not that we want to be here. It's that we have to try and find a way for our kids. We have to find a way.
And Liz, late tonight, President Trump just weighed in on possible funding for the program.
Yeah, Peter, that's right. The president has just posted on Truth Social that he wants clarification from the court on how contingency funds can legally be used to cover SNAP benefits during the shutdown. He says if they can be, then he will provide the funding, but says even if that happens, payments will still be delayed for millions.
What up, world? Come and chop it up with you today about see what y'all think about these good folks cutting off the EBT. I mean, Saturday right around the corner. Y'all think we should just hit up Kroger? Meyer? No, I'm just playing. I ain't messing with that. That's cold-blooded, though. He got $300 million to tear apart the White House and rebuild it, but he want to cut the SNAP benefits because he say that folks misusing it, misappropriating the funds, buying steaks, candy, and all kinds of other things, and ain't no nutrition in none of the stuff that they purchasing. But you know, I feel like, come on, man, how you gonna tell a man how to spend his EBT? You still gotta cook the food. Ain't like you getting a well-done steak on the government. You can buy the steak, but you still gotta know how to cook it. All the food that you get from EBT, you gotta know how to cook it. So it's raw. So don't understand what difference does it make. Like, why ain't nobody fighting that? They want to blame the Democrats, but the Democrats shut down the government to save us from high premium health care. Because if the Democrats go for what the Republicans saying, then that basically means that we're going to go from paying $400 to $2,000 premiums. So that's what's on the table right now. So Democrats went to the Republicans basically saying, y'all ain't talking about nothing. We're going to shut it down. We're going to shut it down. But the Republicans like, we still eating. So me and my kids going to eat. So I don't know what y'all going to mostly hurt the people y'all say y'all trying to help. But they're standing on business because of the healthcare premium. You know, folks already struggling with the healthcare. Folks need that healthcare, mental, you know, like the mental care, the healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks gonna need that. You cut that off. I mean, the world already acting crazy. So what you think gonna happen after that? What you gonna think is gonna happen come next Monday and really ain't no EBT, or they ain't told you when you gonna get the EBT? You see folks on the news already talking about, hey, it's getting tight. But everybody is saying that the orange man doing what he need to do. Look what he doing with ICE. Yeah, he is spending a lot of money making sure that he round up the people that's not supposed to be here. But where that money coming from? Like, he cutting like major things. Like, what about the woman that's disabled that has 3-4 kids? How a disabled woman gonna work? But she in the boat with the young person or older person that can work, but getting that extra little boost. So all around the board, I mean, y'all picked the orange man. He told you what his agenda was. And this ain't even a full year yet. He trying to abolish voting altogether. He wanted so he can run a dictatorship. You don't know what that means? Y'all need to look that up. Y'all need to wake up. Get ready for them midterm. I mean, we can't keep going on. The man sold us on grocery prices was going down. Like, gas was going to go down. A lot of things was going to go down. But ain't nothing went down. Everything's going up. Everything's going up. What used to be a quarter is now $1. Don't be a fool. When was we ever paying $8 for eggs? When were we ever paying $5 for a gallon of milk? I mean, make it make sense. I mean, where's the help that he claimed that we were going to get? I mean, you know, some of us knew that, you know, it was a bunch of baloney, but, you know, I guess we were outvoted, you know. So this video is strictly for educational purposes. I'm just speaking my opinion. I don't have anything against the president or anything of that nature. You know, when I refer to the orange man, I'm just saying, you know, at his age, it's okay to be natural. You don't have to be tanned. So that's all I was saying when I say that. It's not a disrespect, really. You know what I mean? But somehow, some way, we're going to have to come together, because we about to be up the creek without a paddle. It ain't looking good for America. You know, and he talking about they need to start testing the nuclear war, the nuclear bombs and things of that nature. Like, what do you mean? Why are we, what are you setting us up for? We got to do better. Got to do better. The orange man is going to get us effed up. Real talk. Like, worse than where we already are. Worse than where we already are. I mean, he pardoned a whole lot of people that did wrong. All the people that stormed the Capitol, pardoned. Then he talking about Epstein ain't really, that's fake. It's fake. So was that not a real person? Was he not a real man? Do you not have pictures with that man? But this ain't even a bashing of him. It's just about the EBT. It's like, damn, bro. Stuff about to get thick. It's gonna be time to put on them shiesty masks, bro. All over some food. Folks about to start going crazy, having to be, you know, you look like you eating good. We ain't eating it all, so I got to have that. Got to have that. It's a bad way to go out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's a bad way to go out. You know what I mean? We got to come together, be unified. We got to pray together so everything can come together. But I just came through, drop my, you know, thoughts of opinions, educational purposes only. You know, these are just my thoughts. You know, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Run me up to like 1,000 likes, bruh. Run me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.